On October 12th in Oslo, a commemoration took place to mark the 55th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and Norway. The event featured an exhibition showcasing the travel collection of an intrepid Norwegian adventurer and entrepreneur, Oscar Mammen. Additionally, a prestigious award ceremony for the Mongolia Studies Weekly Conference was organized as part of these festivities.
The event's opening ceremony was graced by the presence of distinguished guests, including Anders Kravik, State Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Norway, Jan Badzer, Ambassador of Mongolia to Norway, Hakan Glorstad, Director of the Oslo Museum of Cultural History, and Oscar Mammen's grandchildren.
Oscar Mammen was a person who was there when Mongolians gained their hard-fought independence and freedom on December 29, 1911. He wrote about everything that happened from morning until evening, like when Bogdkhang was traveling with his chariot and many soldiers. He didn't just write about it briefly, but in a lot of specific detail. He also noted how much Mongolians really want to be independent and how happy they were. Some even cried tears of joy when they finally got it. Oscar Mammen didn't just write about it, but he also took pictures to prove what he had seen. There are more than 10,000 of those pictures and writings in the Oslo University History Museum. Oscar Mammen first came to Mongolia for 6 months.
Experts or specialists from Mongolia, Norway, Japan, and Great Britain shared their knowledge on different topics, including Mongolian domestic culture, trade, festivals, and the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and European countries. They also displayed photos and videos of Bogdkhang's accessions and enthronement ceremony for the public to view.
Well, I was raised to be an expeditioning researcher by my mother, Maria Magdalena Tatar, who used to take me on expeditions to Soviet-era Mongolia in the 1980s. Yes, when I was a child, I spent part of my childhood in Mongolia and also traveling around the world. So men like Oscar Mammen were an inspiration to me. And men like him, men and women like him, were the reason why I became a researcher myself. Even though travel is much easier these days than it used to be.
For over 30 years, Oscar Mammen journeyed through Inner Mongolia, China, Russia, and Africa. In 2017, his children and grandchildren generously contributed Mongolian-related items along with a trove of photographs and videos to the Museum of Cultural History in Oslo. This extraordinary collection comprises approximately 10,000 photographs, over 500 artifacts, diaries, letters, travel papers, and manuscripts. Ambassador Jan Badzer highlighted in his speech at the anniversary event that the two nations have seen significant visits at the highest levels in the past. He also pointed out the growth and progress in parliamentary collaboration as well as cultural and humanitarian ties. He emphasized that this academic gathering holds great historical significance for the future relations between the two nations.
He lived in Mongolia for many years and he was very fond of Mongolia, and as you know now, he wrote about it, he took pictures, and he was genuinely interested in Mongolia and its people. So when he passed away, what he left behind was left over to my father to take care of, but it was packed down in boxes and trunks, and it was stored away.
He lived a very adventurous life, yeah.
Yes.
And his way to document it all is unbelievable, yeah.
He actually died in a car accident 5 years before I was born, 4 years. But I have heard a lot of stories from my father, Odd, his middle son. After we get in contact with Maria, I've learned so much more about his adventure, about his photographs, and the whole.
He also conveyed his heartfelt thanks to Oscar Mammen's children and family members for their significant role in strengthening the historical and cultural bonds between the two nations through their generous donation of a substantial collection of rare items to the Museum of Cultural History in 2017. Additionally, in 2022, the Institute of Mongolian Studies at the National University of Mongolia prepared and released a cognitive novel titled Traveling to the East, based on Oscar Mammen's notes. This work was translated into Mongolian by Maria Carvate.